If you are reading this today, feeling lost in the shadows, I want you to hear me clearly. You might feel like you are at the very bottom, looking up at a world that has moved on without you. The weight of your struggles can feel immense, pushing you down and making it hard to breathe. It's a lonely place, a silent space where hope can seem like a distant memory. But I need you to understand that this moment, this feeling of hopelessness, is not your final destination. It is simply a point on your journey. And right now, the most important thing you can do is to stop trying to carry this burden all by yourself. Now is not the time to be alone. It is the time to accept help and friendship. So often, when we are hurting, our first instinct is to build walls around ourselves. We retreat into isolation, believing that no one could possibly understand what we are going through. We tell ourselves that we don't want to be a burden to others, or we fear the judgment that might come if we reveal our vulnerabilities. But this isolation is a trap. It starves the very parts of us that need connection and light to heal. I urge you, with all my heart, to open up. Let someone in. Allow another person the honor of sitting with you in your pain, of listening without judgment, and of simply reminding you that you are not invisible. When you take that brave step to share your story, something truly magical begins to happen. You create a space for support to enter your life. Strength is not something we always find within ourselves. Sometimes it is something we borrow from others until we can stand on our own again. Hope is not a switch we can just flip on. It is a flame that is often reignited by the kindness of a friend or the compassion of a loved one. The more you act, the more you reach out, the more you will find that strength, hope, and support grow in abundance. Your journey out of the darkness begins with a single, courageous conversation. This journey of transformation is built on a series of intentional steps. It's not about a giant leap, but about small, consistent movements forward. I want to share with you 5 simple yet powerful steps that can guide you out of any crisis. First, you must take responsibility for your path forward. Second, you must organize your life to create clarity and peace. Third, you must find a goal or a sense of meaning to guide you. Fourth, you must start taking action, no matter how small. And finally, you must allow others to support you along the way. These steps are your map, your guide to reclaiming your power and building a new future. Let's begin with the first step, taking responsibility. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for what happened. It doesn't mean you are at fault for the hardships you have faced. Taking responsibility is about acknowledging your power in the present moment. It means accepting that while you cannot change the past, you have complete control over your next choice, your next thought, and your next action. It is a profound shift from a victim mindset to a creator mindset. You are not defined by what has happened to you. You are defined by what you choose to do now. This is where your true power lies, in the here and now. Once you have embraced this power, the next step is to organize your life. When we are in a state of crisis, our minds and our environments often become chaotic. This external clutter only amplifies our internal turmoil, making it impossible to think clearly or feel at peace. Start small. Organize your room, clean your desk, create a simple daily schedule. This act of bringing order to your physical world sends a powerful message to your mind. You are capable of creating structure and calm. It reduces overwhelm and gives you a tangible sense of accomplishment, which is crucial for building momentum and restoring your sense of control over your life. With a clearer space and a calmer mind, you are ready for the third step, finding a goal or a sense of meaning. When you are at rock bottom, the future can seem like a formless void. A goal, even a small one, gives you a direction to walk in. It gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Your goal doesn't have to be monumental. It could be learning a new skill, reading 1 book a month, or volunteering for a cause you care about. This purpose becomes your North Star, pulling you forward when you feel stuck and reminding you that there is something meaningful waiting for you on the other side of this struggle. These first few steps are about building a solid foundation from which you can launch your transformation. Taking responsibility empowers you. Organizing your life grounds you. Finding a goal inspires you. Together, they create a stable platform for the real work of change to begin. Think of it like preparing the soil before planting a seed. You are mindfully and intentionally creating the right conditions for new growth to emerge. You are not just hoping for change, you are actively preparing for it. This preparation is a quiet act of self-love and a powerful statement of belief in your own future. Now we arrive at the fourth and perhaps most crucial step: you must act. A goal without action is just a dream. A plan without execution is just an idea. The power to transform your life is unlocked not by thinking or wishing, but by doing. Your actions do not need to be huge or dramatic. In fact, it is the small, consistent steps that create the most profound and lasting change. If your goal is to get healthier, your action might simply be to go for a 10-minute walk today. If your goal is to find a new job, your action might be to update one section of your resume. Small wins build confidence and create momentum. This brings us to the fifth and final step, which weaves through all the others. You must allow support. As you begin to take action, you will inevitably face challenges. You will have moments of doubt and days when you feel like giving up. This is where your support system becomes your greatest asset. Let your friends celebrate your small wins with you. Let your family encourage you when you feel discouraged. Allow a mentor or a therapist to offer you guidance and perspective. You are not meant to climb this mountain alone. Letting others support you is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom and strength. It multiplies your effort and reinforces your resilience. When you combine action with support, you create an unstoppable force for positive change. Every step you take, no matter how small, sends ripples through your life. Following through on a commitment to yourself rebuilds self-trust. Achieving a tiny goal proves that you are capable. Sharing your progress with someone who cares reinforces your commitment and makes the journey less lonely. This is how progress happens. It is a cycle of action, reflection, support, and more action. You start to see tangible results, and this evidence becomes the fuel that propels you forward with even greater conviction and hope. Think of your journey as building a bridge from despair to hope. Each action you take is a plank laid down. Each conversation with a supportive friend is a nail that secures it. Taking responsibility is the blueprint. Organizing your life is the solid ground on which you build. Your goal is the other side you are trying to reach, and allowing support is the team of builders working alongside you, ensuring you never have to do it alone. Slowly but surely, with each deliberate step, you are constructing a pathway to a new reality, one that is built not on circumstance but on your own courage and intention. As you continue on this path, you will notice something incredible happening. The very experiences that once broke you will begin to strengthen you. This phenomenon is known as post-traumatic growth. It is the idea that profound struggle can lead to profound positive changes in a person's life. You may find that you have more compassion for others, a deeper appreciation for your relationships, and a greater sense of gratitude for the simple joys of life. Your priorities may shift, aligning more closely with what truly matters to you. The hardship did not just happen to you. It is now happening for you, forging you into a wiser and more resilient version of yourself. This is the beautiful paradox of healing. Your deepest wounds can become the source of your greatest strength. The cracks are where the light gets in. You will carry the lessons from your past not as heavy scars, but as badges of honor that remind you of how far you have come. You will understand your own capacity for resilience in a way you never could have before. This newfound strength will be a quiet confidence that lives within you, a deep knowing that you can face future challenges because you have already navigated the darkest of storms and found your way back to the light. Hard times do not have to be the end of your story. They can be the beginning of your greatness. Imagine a future where you wake up each day with a sense of purpose and peace. Picture yourself enjoying the simple moments: a warm cup of tea, a conversation with a friend, a walk in nature. See yourself achieving the goals you set, building new relationships, and exploring new possibilities with excitement instead of fear. This future is not a distant fantasy. It is the natural outcome of the steps you are taking today. Every small, positive choice you make is a brushstroke on the canvas of your new life. You are the artist, and you are creating a masterpiece of resilience, joy, and fulfillment. Remember, you have the power to change your life. The journey from rock bottom to new heights is not easy, but it is absolutely possible. It begins with the decision to keep moving forward, to believe in yourself even when it's hard, and to accept the hands reaching out to help you. Trust the process. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Celebrate every small victory along the way. Your transformation is already underway. The person you are becoming is waiting for you, and they are so proud of you for not giving up. Keep walking. Your brightest days are ahead.